Hello, music community, vinyl community, and people of the world. So, this one is going to be a little bit different. Yes. You may remember, I recently showed this little bad boy. My Sony Walkman MiniDisc player. Yeah, so, yeah, very, very fun device. And yet again, I'm going to say it's Matt's fault. And of course, you have these blanks that, unlike early CDs, the average person could record music onto these. This particular format could hold about 74 minutes of music. They came out with big ones after that. Yes. It's a dead format, sadly. But we're not here to talk about blanks. That's not really fun. What is fun is I've actually managed to pick up some pre-recorded mini discs. Now they didn't just make blanks of these. It was actually a commercial format that albums were being released on. Yeah, I personally have no memory of seeing them in the stores. They were much bigger outside of the U.S. I think particularly in Europe, probably Japan also actually. Yeah, that's just how it is. But I have managed to pick up some pre-recorded albums. I'm pretty darn excited about. And so, with that, I'm going to show you my entire mini disc collection. All right, first up. This is actually an artist I don't talk about as much as I should, because he's actually one of my favorites. And upon hearing the first part of this album, I realized I just need to finish picking up his discography because I love his music. It's heartland rock, roots rock. It just makes you feel very American. So, we are talking about John Mellencamp. So this is a pre-recorded album. This particular one made in Austria on the mini disc format. So, pre-recorded mini disc albums are very, very collectible and sometimes very, very expensive. But I got some what I think are fantastic deals. If it was any other format, I would not consider it a fantastic deal. But considering that mini discs, pre-recorded mini discs often go for $50 to $100 or even a few $100s. I think even in some limited cases, not thousands, but hundreds or even $1,000. Yeah. Trust me, I paid nowhere near that. We're talking much closer to the $15 mark on each of these. So, yeah, let me tell you that. Oh, the mini disc is falling out. This album is so good. The big hit on it was Your Life Is Now. But yeah, this is just John Mellencamp, self-titled, from 1998. Very, very good album. It's kind of funny because since I decided I'm going to be collecting the rest of his discography, I was looking at his very, very early albums. There's like I think his first two, definitely his first two, and maybe his first three I don't have. And they were actually hard rock. So he got his start in hard rock. And most people think he started out as John Cougar. But he didn't start as John Cougar. He started as Johnny Cougar. And he had the whole leather jacket and the collar flipped up and had this tough guy look. And I think on one of the alternative covers of his first album, it had him shirtless and he was all ripped, and you don't really think of John Mellencamp that way. But anyway, fantastic album. Definitely check this one out, and stay tuned for more from my John Mellencamp collection. I definitely want to work on that. All right, now these next two, I don't think I showed the booklet on that. Well, let's go ahead and show the booklet. Come on. Actually, it's not much of a booklet. It's not much better than a J card in a cassette. So I don't even know that was worth it. Although I guess I could show you the disc itself. And people of a certain age, from this side especially, this looks very, very much like, what was it? Were they 3.5-inch discs for computers? I think they were 3.5 inches, and it looked very much like this. So yeah, but it's pretty. Oh, and actually, it's printed that way, so you can see they even have the song titles listed on the back, and then you have the nice artwork on the front. Considering its size, is actually pretty darn good. And I think, definitely a step up from cassettes, although I love my cassettes, of course. But, yeah, so it's a very fun format. I don't know that I'm going to pick up, many more albums, but, because, it's expensive. I mean, at $15 a pop, you're doing very well. Okay, the next two, I could not believe I was the final bidder on these. I just could not believe it. Wow. And these are actually the ones that Matt Hayes will be curious to see, because I've been very secretive about what they were, and it just blows my mind that I was able to win these on eBay for I think one was $15 and the other was like $12. Crazy. But with shipping, it ended up being roughly $15 each. Pearl Jam, Vitalogy. Wow. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Wow. Yeah. Again, you have the front there. And the back with the song titles. Yeah, I don't know, how much how much further I'm gonna get into this, but it's fun having these. Now this is actually a little booklet. It's on really cheap paper, but you see it has artwork and everything. Very, very cool. And these will soon be on loan to Matt, because it's very strange, but these do not play on the MiniDisc recorder deck that Matt gave me. But they do play on this. So, I don't know. I think it's just one of the flaws of the format. They had consistency issues. See, this is quite a little booklet. Again, it's really cheap paper, but very cool. Very cool. This is actually the first I've looked through it. Oh, man. Anyway, there you go. So, a very fun format. I'm pretty disappointed that it doesn't work on my recorder deck, but the fact that I can play it on here, you know, originally I was going to see about returning it to the seller, saying it didn't work, but then when it worked on the little Walkman, I figured, well, maybe it's more of an issue with my deck rather than you know, the disc itself. And what made it even more confusing is it was the same issue with this one. This is their self-titled from 1993. And if by some chance you're not familiar with Pearl Jam, you know, hard to imagine, but they're basically, you know, like one of the ultimate hard rock grunge bands ever. Yeah, so here's this one. Again, I'll show the disc. I like these little discs. Yeah, it's such a fun format. Yeah, very cool. And let's take a look at the booklet. This one is more typical of, or similar, I should say, of like cassette J cards. Yeah, the folds out. Yeah. So yes, so I want to lend these to, why am I out of focus? I just don't know. There we go. I want to loan these to Matt, and he's going to try them on his deck. And something tells me they're going to work on his, which will make me wonder, you know, why they don't work on mine. But but maybe he'll become the proud new owner of a couple Pearl Jam albums. Not really his typical style of music, but sometimes he surprises me. Sometimes he surprises me. And since we're talking about Pearl Jam, I did recently pick up, where did I get this? It's been so long now. I was waiting to make this video, but oh, okay, I remember now. So this is Riot Act. I can't even begin. I want to say it's 2002. I'm waiting on my computer or office glasses These are actually for long distance. But yeah, this was at Barnes and Noble for $4.99, and I was not about to pass it up. Yeah, a good album. I'm not sure where it would rank among their albums, but definitely a good listen. Definitely. So I thought I'd just show this, and we can even kind of compare packaging to give you an idea of the size difference of the mini disc. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. My long-awaited mini disc collection video. Yep, just 3 albums. And I mean, I'm gonna keep my eye out for other cheap albums in the mini disc format, but at that price, I mean, they'd have to be like pretty darn good albums. I more than anything, I just wanted like some. Originally, I set out to just get one representative pre-recorded album. I just got a message from Matt there. Anyway, I just wanted a representative album. I originally bid on Bruce Springsteen's "Born in the USA," and I made my limit on that one $20, and I was close to winning it, but at the last minute, a couple bidders jumped over me, so I missed out on that one, but got a great deal on this one, and even better deals on these. I mean, wow. So these will be, unless I can find some real deals, these will be representative of my my mini disc music collection. Other than that, it'll just be blanks and using it to make mixtapes or mix discs. Anyway, this video is much longer than I imagined it would be, but there you have it. But that deserves a drink, right? All right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.